falling unto grace, hoping to connect, moving into places unknown, afraid. Shocked to the core, it's a wide, dark space. Who knew a heart could be so cavernous, deep, dark? I won't run back to loneliness, so I dive into that darkness to find someone also alone. Hoping to recognize the kindred spirit, not by their actions as they flail desperately to grasp daylight. Sunlight isn't physical, can't be touched, can't ease their fears, meaning their fears become other people's monsters. This soul I connect to will be recognized by the words that will have meaning, that will change with every inflection, every punctuation, every silence. When that connection is made, I will speak. I have many words, a story to tell, and with every story told, I leave loneliness to itself. I move forward. I become a me that loneliness can't stand to be near. I become connected to the kindred and will no longer be alone. Finally recognizing that the kindred soul I long to connect to is me.
Steven LaBroi, thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you.
So we are here at the American Black Film Festival, where we have just viewed Things Never Said. Fantastic film. Fantastic film. I know that you are incredibly proud of this work.
Oh, man.
Tell us how you got started.
I tell you, I was overjoyed to work with another individual that I knew. And I go all the way back to 6th grade with this person. Charles Murray is one of the most integral persons, one of the most smart persons I knew in the film business. And when he called me directly on the phone and asked me to get involved in the project, I just said, how much?
Yes. Which is what every director wants to hear. Trust me. All of us as we are, that's all we want to hear. How much?
Yeah.
If we can just go on. Beautiful.
Yes.
So, I don't know if you were part of the casting process, but you know anything about the casting process, who he was looking for? And
I wasn't a part of the casting process. I came in towards the final scenes to complete the project by getting the cast to New York.
Okay.
Because it was actually shot in New York during one of the busiest weekends of the year, Labor Day weekend.
Okay.
Where we all had to bunk together in one hotel.
Oh my God! Wow.
And the scene that Shanola was in the hotel room was shot in her room.
Oh wow!
In the hotel.
Okay.
So I got involved late stage. I actually had the pleasure of seeing a lot of the early clips and the early recordings. He explained to me that he sat down with very, very strong individuals. The one thing about Charles that I can say is that his relationships with people are strong. The people that he got involved with the project all have worked on very high level projects.
Yes.
But they stepped it down a notch to work on our lower budget film.
Okay.
And Charles was very happy with that because he was able to then pull these individuals together in 20 days around their other schedules.
Right.
To see the product that you see.
Wow. Let's say that someone else approached you here at American Black Film Festival and said, hey, I have this project. I would love for you to look at it. What are you looking for if you were to fund the project? What should people be looking for in a producer?
Well, I'm looking for, particularly if it's a project of $500,000 and under, I'm looking for someone who has a well-rounded background.
Okay.
They have to know a little bit about the entire process.
Okay.
Because if they only are conversant in one part of the process, then we can't get to the end, which is very valuable for myself as well as for that particular person who wants this project done. How do we get to the end so that they can begin to show their work to the masses, which is what usually is inside of them that's burning.
Right.
They want to show that work to the masses. So what I look for is someone who has relationships as well as has a good understanding of the totality of putting a project together. together to the end.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And what's next?
Well, you know, he's looking at doing a film about, I'll give a sneak peek, about some gentlemen in Gary
Okay.
who
Nice.
grew up together.
Oh, okay. I don't know who those guys are that you're talking about. Who those guys are they? Did they go to Catholic school?
Yeah, how about that?
In the
Yeah.
middle of a real Hispanic neighborhood
That's right.
with nuns from India.
We're doing their work.
Yes.
Trying to keep us on the straight and narrow.
Yes.
You know, yeah, so he's looking to do some work in Gary. His heart is at home.
Yes.
It's where all the inspiration for this movie came from.
Yes.
And, you know, he's excited about working and sharing this with the people he grew up with. You can see his mom's name in the credit. And his kids' names are in the credit. He's just a real strong person to work with.
Fantastic. And tips for budding producers out there?
Well, take the time,
Okay.
breathe.
Okay.
All projects look good because the passion that comes from a lot of the writers, directors, individuals who just have a love for this game comes through.
Right.
But as a producer, you want to basically take your time, read through the project, spend some time with the individual, you know, over the course of a couple weeks,
Okay.
to really get to know who they are and why they want to do this.
Okay.
Because the arts is the arts. It's a
Right.
labor of love.
It is.
And so, you know, as a producer, you want to make sure that it's not just something that they woke up from.
Right.
It's something that they want to make into a product that the world can take advantage of.
Yes. I love it. Thank you so much for sitting with us. This was a real pleasure. I am so happy. I'm so proud. I still tell people that I'm from Gary, Indiana. I don't care where I live. I always claim Gary. So it feels good to sit here with someone who made it and to see this amazing film. I was really touched by it. A lot of things hit home.
Yeah.
I was wondering, like, how emotional am I going to get before this is over with? I want to make sure I don't mess up my makeup before I do this interview. So it was really fantastic.
Yeah.
Right.
Thank you.
It was fantastic. And I look forward to seeing more.
Yes, I appreciate you very much, homegirl.
Yes. Thank you so much.
All right.